Creating a salad with vegetables grown in your own backyard is not only good for you, it's rewarding, but if you don't have a garden like yours truly, no worries. Randy Z shares a delicious summer salad recipe. Welcome back to the Harvest Show. Randy, we've missed you around here, but you have come in full color.
A lot of color.
I mean, a lot of color. What do we have going on?
So gardens are busting. I know, I didn't bring you your Skittles. Gardens are busting now, and people just get a little frustrated towards the end of the growing season that they're overrun by things. They're either canning or they're sick of eating it or something. So I just decided to bring a few things together here today for an alternative. It's been so hot here at home and humid, and you know, who wants to turn the oven on and make a roast and stand over a pan and all that. So this is just a refreshing summer, very good nutrients in all of this.
Okay, so what do we have going on?
So we got just tricolor carrots here, and then just an array of different tomatoes, and then some radishes, some sugar snap peas, green beans, some fresh dill, some mini peppers, and some green onions, which won't use because I know you won't eat them. And then some sweet corn, and then we just got the regular summer squash and cucumber. And I got some water boiling here, and we're going to blanch the vegetables here.
Okay.
And then we're going to have some raw vegetables. So I have a cucumber sliced up over in some ice water. And I keep them in the ice water. It makes the cells in the vegetable, makes it more crunchy. And it's going to be cold that way because there's ice in there. So when we blanch, we go in our hot water for a minute on these, and then we got to get them in the ice water right away. So a separate one ice water, so that they stop the cooking process.
Okay.
Okay, so that's kind of like when we're making a cold pasta salad. When we're done cooking the pasta, we need to get it in ice water to make the pasta stop cooking, or it's going to get mushy because of the starch and things. So we're just going to do a regular salad, and then I have a couple alternatives here we can do also, which would be a wrap. You can put it in a wrap, or you can make a sandwich out of it also. So this, like I said, is just like a minute. And then we're going to have some raw and some blanched. So our carrots are fine raw, and I want it real thin. So I'm just using a peeler to thinly cut those. And I like the different colors and flavors rather than your baby carrot that's kind of bland like summertime, like wintertime tomatoes in our area are at the grocery store. There's just really not a lot of flavor to them.
So my question for you is this: when the color is different, does that mean that the flavor, or
yes, they do taste different.
So is it more mild, or
it has a very distinct flavor. It's kind of odd that I don't mean to be smart about it, but when everybody asks, "What's that taste like?" and then I say, "Well, it tastes like." What's alligator taste like? It tastes like alligator.
Okay,
like,
that's my next question. I've never had alligator.
It's gonna be your personal flavor profile. You're gonna say, well, to me that tastes like, which I encourage when I have
okay, so then
new
I'll
people
just
doing it. So you're gonna taste that.
And
now,
find out.
if you're used to just the little baby finger carrots, they're there, but they really don't have a lot of intensity to them. Where these will have a little bit more, and they're organic also.
So the yellow just has a more intense taste than the orange.
Yes, I believe so.
According to my
And if we would have parsnip, which is the white carrot, you always see parsnip, it's kind of got its own flavor all the way around. Everyone thinks it's a white carrot and it's going to taste like a carrot, and it really doesn't.
So you should only blanch how long?
I do 1 minute. So I'm going to get them in the ice water. If you're freezing and preserving, the same thing. You have to blanch it before you bag it and freeze it. I will take all the vegetables and rescue all the food from the farmers I can when they get overrun, and then we'll spend the day either canning or freezing. Most vegetables I like to freeze instead of can. They're more vibrant and crunchy that way.
And it's so, we're so used to seeing lettuce, iceberg lettuce, on the table when we have a salad, but it's just so refreshing to have all of these vegetables here. Colorful, really good for you, blanch them, and then they go into the ice water. I love, love, love corn on the cob.
Yep, we're going to cut that off the cob. I won't make you eat that. I won't throw it in the middle of your salad. That's your corn crouton going on there.
Okay.
So just do a few more carrots that way. And then our summer squash, we're just going to slice and quarter it up. So that would be good for you for now. And always wash everything, even though right here, like our avocado that we're going to try to use here later, even though what we're going to eat's on the inside, you still want to wash the outside because you will take whatever's on the outside and run it into the fruit, and then that's where the contaminant goes. So we've had an outbreak before in our country with cantaloupe.
So Randy, how do you know if the avocado is ripe?
You know how I am about people squeezing them. That upsets me.
Oh, well, I better not squeeze them.
No, they all squeeze them, and then you take them home, and there's all these thumbprints when you get into the meat inside. It's color. This one's it's about a day away. This one's darker.
Okay.
If it's a color of your sugar snaps there, that green, it's not going to be ripe.
And that color right in there?
So that's what you want.
Right
and
there.
Now what you'll get when everybody at the store goes like this and squeezes them to see if they're soft and ripe, when you open it up, you'll have a black mark there, you have a black mark there, because they're bruised.
Stop doing that then.
You know, they'll be bruised. So usually for me, I go to the bottom of the case. I lift up that cardboard they're holding them individually, and I'll grab the ones in the bottom that nobody has squeezed on yet.
Gotcha.
And if you need to ripen them quick, you know, with the weather the way it is now, just leave them in your car for a day and they'll be ripe right away. It's so hot and humid. So on our summer squash here, we're just going to have it raw. And with the green zucchini that you have this time of year, once they get much bigger than this, you always see people bringing them in because they're getting overrun and they're that big around and that long. There's really not, to me, a lot you can do there other than bread or fritters or hash or something out of it, because it's so starchy and so seedy when it gets that big that it's not really that great. So I like picking them, these two together. These are perfect size if this was a zucchini and then your summer squash together for your sauteing and cooking.
You know, Randy, a lot of people may not be used to making a salad with vegetables from the garden. Can you make a mistake with this? I mean, this seems so simple. It doesn't seem like you can go wrong with it, other than probably overcooking the vegetables.
Correct. And even if you do overcook it, you're not going to hurt anything there because you're just losing nutrients.
Okay.
I mean, it's true that the most you can get out of a vegetable is raw. Period. When you steam it, that's good, but you're losing nutrients. If you really want to get the most out of nutrition out of what you're doing with a vegetable, go raw. And this is weird, but people think I'm weird, but chew it as long as you can.
And why? Why should we do that?
Because you
can get the most.
Your body will break it down and digest it and absorb the vitamins in it if it's compressed down. Gotcha. Instead of hogging it down into the size of the tomato, your body won't break that down as much as it would like a mash. So when, I teach my students in my culinary school, they're kind of poor and they don't eat a lot of stuff. So I encourage to teach them that, because if they're only going to have something to eat for lunch and they know they're not going to have dinner, and they look at me kind of weird, and I said, well, chew it as long as you can until you're tired. That way your body will absorb all the nutrients it can out of it. If you hog it down, then it's processing through your body and you're not absorbing all of that.
Okay, I'll move the squash over so we can make room for this huge salad that we have coming our way.
Okay, now the corn, I'm just going to cut right off the side there.
And it's supposed to be crunchy, right? It's
yes,
not supposed to be completely.
You can have it raw, but it's kind of starchy.
Okay, so I see Stephen. He's just waiting over in the cut, waiting.
Waiting to come on in. This looks so good. Any big differences between what you find at farm stands versus supermarkets these days?
This time of year, if you look on the sign at the supermarket, even though they have contracted with certain farmers year-round, if it says in our area, Michigan grown as a big grower for our area, I suggest go to the farmers markets, especially, and get the local. But you can still, this time of year, get things that are made in other countries and over in California and all over. Now, the nice thing about shipping and all that now is you can virtually get everything you want year-round. But I like to go for the local this time of year and just look at where it came from. These beans are Michigan beans.
Okay,
So we're good to go.
We have 1 minute to plate it up.
1 minute.
Man, it's gorgeous.
It smells so good, people.
So we have just instead of an oily dressing or anything, this is just a white reduction of balsamic vinegar. We give it a little sweetness.
Thick and syrupy there, yeah.
Yep.
Did you put some oil in as well?
No, I did not.
No? Okay.
No, it's just the water from
from the
getting it crunchy. Now this is going to be nice and crunchy. Now your alternatives here are you can take an avocado, use it like a mayo. It's healthier. Go ahead and put that on a sandwich. You can do a wrap. Take this and put it in your favorite wrap and have a crunch there. We'll get
I'll
you
take
some
that
corn
plate.
on there. Okay.
Grabbing the plate before it's ready.
There you go.
I need a fork.
So pretty.
There we go.
And
it's
a fork.
beautiful.
Bright and colorful.
And it just smells so good.
There
Okay,
you go.
thank you.
Here, I'll plate this
I'll
one
hold
up.
that for you. It smells delicious. I can really smell the balsamic.
Yeah, and you know,
And the
this is
dill.
this is going to fill you up, and you're going to have enough to eat for the day. So you're good to go. No, no hot kitchen today.
Yes. Keep the stoves turned off when it's 100 degrees outside.
I'm telling you.
Okay, Randy, amazing. It tastes so good, so fresh. I'm just loving it. I need some radishes, and then, okay, there we go. I need to do
Are we
the
gonna have
close.
the recipe posted?
Yeah, to check out recipes by Randy, go to harvest-tv.com. Coming up later, your prayer request, but next, Brian Bush with the latest news from Israel. We'll be right back. I'm joking.
Glad I didn't have breakfast today.
I know.